Oh, and here we are again. Let me just start the timer. Yes, good. Alright, everyone. Recording this basically right after the other one. I don't know if I'll always be recording two back-to-back, but definitely gonna try and upload in batches of two if I can help it. That way, get about an hour of content from me every week. I think that sounds fair, at least, for a little bit. Which, by the way, if you're interested in me playing more visual novels, or even doing more DDLC content, or content related to just about anything, really, tell me so in the comments. One of the reasons why I abandoned YouTube for a year is because I didn't know what to do with it outside of DDLC. So yeah, just tell me what you think. Anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and pick The Catcher in the Rye here. Let's see. Why don't we pick The Catcher in the Rye? Whoa, great choice. Marta. Book is praised for a completely wrong reason. They say this book is famous for its scenes of angst and alienation. It's all made up by boring adults who don't understand The Catcher in the Rye at all. Marta, are you sure this is your favorite book? Look into my eyes. Okay. See, the eyes don't lie. The Catcher in the Rye is my favorite book. I can relate to almost every phrase uttered by Holden. However, superficiality, alienation, who cares about that when you're 16? Certainly not Holden, certainly not me. Holden is more annoyed by fake adults. So are they 16 or 18 or what is this? I mean, I guess that doesn't matter for me, but maybe it matters for other people on the internet. The same fake adults who reviewed this book. Like they say that Holden views the world as an evil and corrupt place. Wrong. That's a point of view from an adult, J.D. Salinger, who was an adult. That's why he did a poor job describing Holden's view of the world. Everything else is excellent, but often overlooked by critics. I think this book should only be reviewed by young people. That's a bit ageist. Being an adult is tough. Imagine you wake up and then all of a sudden you realize you turned 30 overnight. I mean, I'm about to turn 22 in about a month and a half, so yeah, that happens. Could we get back to the book, please? She didn't say please. That's rude. So you think Holden finds other people stupid, Marta? Not only Holden. Well, kind of. And sometimes I can relate. Have you ever tried listening to small talk in the streets? If not, try it. I bet you'll hear nothing but idle gossip. Moreover, people don't even listen to each other. They just take turns to whine. High five. But isn't that exactly what Holden does all the time? Shit. You just got fucked up. Oops. I said a bad word on YouTube in the year of our Lord 2020. Let's wrap it up. I think everyone becomes Holden at some point. However, maybe it's better not to stay like that forever. That's very true. Holden said, I don't exactly know what I mean by that, but I mean it. Look for your meanings in this book. It has multiple layers, like a cake, or an onion. Okay, class. If you have any questions, now is the time. What is your favorite book? My favorite book, you say? It's The Little Prince by Anton de Saint-Exupéry. Exupéry? I don't know. I don't speak French. Hey, you forgot about me. Let me tell you my favorite book. It's So Said Zarathustra. Zarathustra by Nietzsche. Man, you have an interesting taste. Way to go. You managed to spell the name wrong. What? And what's so smart about it? Actually, it's considered to be one of the deepest books in the universe. By whom, I wonder? The internet. See, this book says that animals, nature, everything is connected in this world. To evolve, we must think about complicated things and all. Ermi, you got it all wrong. Then tell me what it's about. We should become the Ubermensch to have some fun. Ha, that's pretty close. Poor Ermi. Shortly after the class ends, Taya leaves the class and stands near the door. Thanks for the lesson. Oh, Alexander, you're welcome. Glad you liked it. And do you like to teach us here? You're special, in a good sense of this word. It's important for me that you guys have your own opinion. Where did you work before? Oh my, too many places to remember. Is it new for you to teach almost all subjects at once? Yeah, they say it's an experiment, you know. However, it's true that I know a lot of subjects quite well. I take it you've worked for a long time as a teacher. Look at him. Are you going to ask me about how old I am next? No, of course not. However, I don't even know your home country. How come? Oh, you. That means you haven't even read my profile in the booklet. Booklet? I actually lost it somewhere. We don't have a booklet. Oh, fuck. Hold on. Anyway, she's from Europe. Well, fuck, now I have to bring up the history to see what she said. I'm from Europe, but that's all I'm going to uncover. Women are mysterious, you see. I have to run. See you. We have after-school activities, and I'm on my way to the club room. Oh boy, club rooms. Members are Nana, Seema, Marta, and I, of course. We can't take anyone from other classes because it'd harm the experience. Of course. We are about to get going when Ermi approaches us. Ladies, you're looking good tonight. Thanks, Ermi. Is there anything you wanted to ask? Why don't you let me in? I promise to be a good member. Ermi, we just talk about silly things in there. Silly things? We're going to discuss food today. I happen to be an expert on this subject. Just kidding. I know you'll never let me in. Alexander, can I have a moment of your attention? Look, I need your help. Keep it between us, alright? Recently, I've been making a computer game. Made a demo version, so I need someone to play it. Feedback is key to improvement. Alright, you can count on me. Gives me a flash drive and leaves. Oh boy, a flash drive. It feels comfy in our club room. This art style rather seems very familiar to me. Maybe it's just generic anime. It feels comfy in our club room. This place is pretty old, so I bet it's witnessed a lot. Yep, everything's going fine. I wonder what happened to members of all the clubs from before. Where are those people now? Are they happy? A blimp! A blimp! I hereby declare an agenda for today's meeting. All members are to discuss food. The ever-important topic, that's for sure. Is this a legitimate club activity, just discussing random stuff? I would understand it if we made time machines or played light music. I believe we have clubs like that already, Marta. Honestly, I enjoy the opportunity to just unwind. To unwind and just talk. We'll get disbanded. But we have 4 members. We're a legitimate minimum. At a legitimate minimum. I think Marta's more afraid about our seemingly unclear purpose as a club. Worry not, I've submitted an official report for after every club meeting. Really? How do you make it look meaningful on paper? Easy, today's not about food, it's about acceptance. Acceptance? A social movement seeking to change bias and social attitudes. See, the latest thinking is that you should accept your body, meaning, among other things, that you can eat everything with little moderation. Count me in as an activist. Still, how's that related to our meeting? I don't like to make things up. Phony, huh? No one makes up anything. Why don't we talk about our guilty pleasures today? Oh, and we can eat something tasty. After all, the word guilty is no more. Eat tasty things as much as I want. Is this real life? Well, yes, but actually, no. Wait, but won't we get fat and after all? That's the punchline. They say it's totally okay nowadays. Physical health is important, people. But the boys always look at slim girls. Ah, shit. Well, fuck. What am I supposed to say? I mean, me personally, I don't really care. Unless you're, like, obese. But, you know. What do you mean by slim? Oh, well, I'm overthinking this. Yes, of course. What did you say? See? Let's get started. I like potato chips. Whoa, it's a calorie bomb. Are you hating on me? Just a slip of the tongue. As for me, it's probably pizza. Same. Can't live without sweet things. Sometimes. Oh no. They're doing that again. So that's it for discussion? We need to find common ground. What about soft drinks? That's not food. What about cakes then? Winning by unanimous decision. Hey, let's make a perfect cake. We don't have any ingredients. Let's go buy some. We have our budget. I already know what the perfect cake looks and tastes like. You would know about baking, wouldn't you, Nats? I mean, no. So do I. I know that as well. Looks like we're going to have a heated discussion. Not if you're the one who makes the cake, Alexander. Great idea. If anything, you're the one to blame. Oh, but I can't read your minds. Well, then you have to test your luck. Oh, here we go. Alright, last question. How am I supposed to get the ingredients? And even if I manage to do it, we have no kitchen or anything in here like this, or like that in here. Oh dear. Why do you ruin our dream, Alexander? A dream, you say? Let's try closing our eyes again, but this time we won't be meditating. Now we'll use the power of visualization. Whatever. I like the way her eyes dilated a bit. It's a very subtle but very nice animation. If we visualize a cake, it will get attracted to us. Behold, Alexander. Oh shit, where have I seen this layout before? Huh? Oh, really laying it on here hard, huh? Okay, here we go. Wonder where I should start. Let's begin from the base. What do I have here? That's you can't say that. That's illegal. Cake. What comes next? Well, you need to choose a tasty filling. What do I have here? You kidding me? Toothpaste? Nutella? Cream. rum raisin. Let's do cream filling. Yep, all ready. Last but not least, the topping. What do I have here? Strange candy emblem. Chocolate and tinfoil, strawberries, peach, cherries. I'm gonna go with strange candy emblem. Done. The imaginary cake is ready. This looks a bit strange. I should have been the one making it. Appreciate your effort, but it doesn't look very good. Well, there was an attempt. Alexander, don't worry, it's still better than nothing. Well, it's actually nothing, right? No one wants my imaginary cake. How could they? In the end, our combined visualization powers was not enough. See, this is... You know what? This will be my... This will be my... what's the word? My thing. My cover. My title card thing. Whatever. Let me just... There we go. Okay. The cake was a lie. Great. Yummy. Better than your imaginary cakes, huh? Hey, go easy on my fancy cakes. Alright, yeah, and thanks for the cookies, Seema. You're welcome. I'll bring more if you like it. How's the tea? Your Highness, the tea is awesome. Cut it short. Glad you liked it. I found an awesome shop with sencha, genmaicha, and all. Well, you know a lot about it, but I bet it's also very expensive. Yes, but it's well worth the money. By the way, Seema, is it true you have a Hermes scarf? It is true, but I only wear it on weekends, occasionally. I would wear it 24/7. I don't know what a Hermes scarf is. Don't you think others would judge you? The brand is this famous? Oh yeah. I'll save money and buy it on sale. No, this brand doesn't put their goods on sale. They don't need it. How foolish of them. I'd rather say it's foolish to discuss these topics while we have Alexander here. Oh yeah, Alexander is highly unlikely to appreciate it. I like talking about this stuff. Let's talk about something fun then. Deal, here's the story. Yesterday this guy calls me again. The one who expressed his feelings to you with a, oh my, a love letter? How outdated. In my day and age, people just send each other nudes. No, don't make fun of knights in shining armor. They're almost extinct. Welcome to the jungle. Yeah, he calls me then. Alexander, I'm sorry, we're getting distracted again. Right, well, I tried my best. Go ahead and shoot your topic of choice. Where do you want to work? I'm talking about the future. Haven't thought about it yet. What about marriage? Alright, we shouldn't forget about Alexander. Alexander, what about your marriage? Nana? What? I'm just eating my cookie? Yes, very clearly. Actually, I'm totally cool with everything here. It's warm and comfortable. I feel like a fat cat laying out in the sun. Okay, why are you staring at me? As they say, time you enjoy wasting is not wasted time. That's very true. If you enjoy doing something, then you're not wasting your time. I realized I forgot my notes in the classroom. I was on my way out when I stumbled across Nana. Alexander, what do you like the most, morning or evening? Where's the day option? Hey, it's too boring. It's not an answer worth replying. Dangerous statement, Nana. Come on, I bet you also consider yourself smarter than others. Well then, you better answer honestly and cleverly. Why do you hate others that much? It's not like I hate them. It's just that I don't have anything to talk about with them. Others. People are usually more talkative than you think they are. Name one topic you could discuss with me that you can't discuss with them. Easy. When traveling abroad, far away, do you like to, say, check out a random grocery store to try and find some weird local food? And then sit for a while and listen to the people and the ambience? Of course I like doing what you said. What's so special about it? The majority of people would call your trip a waste of time because you haven't seen much. The best practice is to jam-pack everything in 2 days visiting touristic shrines only, then fly away, saying that the country is nothing special and tourist-infested. Learning a few words in the local language? Nope, just speak really slow in your mother tongue. It's the kind of people that leave reviews on the internet. Sounds silly as everything would look the same if I had traveled like this. They simply need to show others that they travel more than them. I guess you've traveled a lot, haven't you, Nana? Well, not that much, but I managed to understand everything about travel. Got it. And how's Japan treating you? Kind of silly to ask me about this. You know how much time I've spent here. How is that relevant to my question? The grass is always greener on the other side, Alexander. I see. Yeah, that's true. You think that something's going to be better in a different place, and it's got its own problems. Don't get me wrong, I really love my country though, okay? For me, pretty much everything seems perfect here. Of course, you're a visitor. It's one of the best countries to visit as a tourist. This visual novel sponsored by the Japanese Tourist Board. My favorite thing about Japan is that the people here are considerate of others, well, mainly. You can craft your own world and be sure you'll find similarly minded people. So Twitter? It's very peaceful here if you don't ask for much and live in the country. But then you start working in Tokyo, doing daily morning commutes from Chiba via Sobu line. Doesn't ring any bells for me. Why would it? You're an exchange student after all. Alright, let's go with something you can understand. It's awesome here if you don't stand out. As for me, honestly, I failed to fit in. Gee, I wonder why. The hairstyle's probably not doing you any favors. I've also noticed how polite everyone is. Politeness here has a solid foundation. However, sometimes it becomes as solid as a concrete wall. Oh, and don't forget, if you're an outsider, you'll be considered an outsider forever. That's true. Japan has a real, not xenophobia, but a real outsider view issue. Maybe that's xenophobia? Maybe not. By the way, people really love France. France is like the European version of Japan. So they say. What? They have nothing in common. The ambience, the vibe is somewhat similar. But this topic is far too complex for a lot of people. I hear that some people in Japan actually go to Paris and have panic attacks because it's not what they expected it to be. I mean, sucks for them, I guess. Are you heading off to your home? Yeah. Mind if I tag along? I don't. Surprised. Well, you've never kept me company before. It's because our class has just started, silly. Also, you picked my favorite book. Shall we go, or do you prefer to stay here? Evening already. Time sure flies. See, that's discount 7-Eleven. 4-11. We walk in silence and it feels a bit awkward. I decided to start a conversation but play it safe. Hey Nana, yes? You know, I admire your outlook on life. The way you see it, you see things may be unusual, but it's honest and clever. I can relate to what you said in class today. Thanks. And that's it? A one-word reply? She looks kind of stoned. Maybe she doesn't like small talk. Alright. So clever that now when I look at you, I can't help but notice. Notice another layer below your surface of fun and cutesy. Wow, so deep. Her lips are kind of freaking me out. Getting straight to a personal matter, aren't we? Ooh, CG. Just teasing you. It's okay. See, chit-chat feels like sandpaper to me. And the surface you just described, it's very convenient to have one. Which, by the way, I might do all the routes for this, because I hear it's not that long. It makes life a whole lot easier, Alexander. People perceive me as a nice, innocent girl, especially because I look pretty young. You know what? It's great. I can simply play dumb when I need to, and there's enough to get out of everything. Who'd blame me if I make a face like this? Yeah, I understand. Well, what does the real Nana look like? I'm trying to figure this one out myself, Alexander. Don't know yet. Time will tell. One thing I know for sure is that unexpected cleverness throws people off. What do you mean? My friends don't ask for my advice anymore. They used to, Why? Well, they expect this. Take it easy. You can make it. I'll be rooting for you, alright? Wow, now I know what causes global warming. Haha. Anyway, I think you see the point. When I actually try to help. How cold and rude. I thought you were my friend. You know what? I'd listen to your advice, Nana. Especially if we went together with you rooting for me. If it went together with you rooting for me, rather. I see. By the way, I actually do enjoy cute things. I really do. They make everything tolerable. Nana, what do you look for in people? Fun. I thought I told you. Is that all? I don't buy it. Alright, much more than that, but I'm tired of disappointing people. Being disappointed in people. Over and over again, they turn out to be boring and predictable. It's painful, so I've just stopped expecting anything. Slow down, Haruhi Suzumiya. Fun is my safe bet. Well, I hope someone exceeds your expectations very soon. Okay, I'll keep an eye on you. On me? Alright, Alexander, I need to take the subway now. It was nice talking to you. I mean it. See you tomorrow. 10 minutes walk, and then tea and slippers. Tea and slippers sounds nice. Home sweet home. What is with that scroll? Well, I guess we're about to find out. Edgy movies and games often have a lengthy monologue about the main hero's room. Yep. I've written one of those before. Not a game or a movie, but yeah. Words confined in prison cell are a must in that case, so I didn't do that. I like this little tune they have going on. It's like the author feels that cliched scripts deserve jail time. Anyway, my place is very comfy. Having a 2-bedroom apartment all for yourself is great. Well, right now I do have a flatmate, though. Hey, did you buy anything tasty for me? Why feet? Twitter is gonna like that. By the way, a strange girl came and left something for you. It's on your table. Who is this? Was it your classmate? She left so quickly. Her ears are so weird. When are you going to buy a new console? This one's so old. It's a PlayStation 4! That's not old. That's right, there's a strange scroll on my table. I open it up. What? Music, book, 234, coffee, heart bow. Looks like a remnant from the 8-bit era. Is this intended to make me think about something? I mean, it does. I wonder who made it and why. Alright, it's time to do my homework. Great, all done. My back is stiff. Man, my back is stiff. I decide to rise and stretch my cramped muscles. Why don't I check out Ermi's game? I'm quite sure it's something. We might as well play Ermi's game. Be nice to him. Was there anything fun today? I don't think I'm supposed to be here. This thought is nothing new to me. In fact, it's what I wake up to every single morning. I must admit it's rather disappointing. Almost as much as waking up hungry. Yes, hungry. As it tries to devour me day by day to no avail, I never retaliate, yet it always stops after the first bite. I probably taste awful, like a sour grape. I've been here, I've been there, I've been in between. I don't believe in aliens, yet I always feel like one. Where am I supposed to be then? If only I knew. If only they knew. No one does. Seriously. It's like some people are just ridiculously good at hiding the obvious. After some time, I decided to change my strategy and get rid of every single thought appearing in my feverish mind, completely, entirely, eternally. After some time, I found the best solution to do so, something which I call mindless living, as opposed to mindfulness nonsense. Oh, so popular among the masses. Mindless living is easy. You simply need to be dead tired all the time. When you're exhausted, you don't want to think, you want to sleep. In a way, I decided to go through an inverted Maslow pyramid. Strangely enough, soon my body gets used to being deprived of sleep. I drastically cut down my calorie intake as a next step. This also allows me to become quite slim. It's concentrated me 100% on food and food only, regardless of how tired I was. Meat, fish, pasta, pizza, I could smell each of these words. I'm not a monk or anything, so limiting myself that much became problematic. My stupid body craving sleeping food. Feed me, get some rest. Every time I succumbed to that voice of reason, I ate until I was about to blow up. Then I could sleep for a day or two, only to wake up and think, I'm not supposed to be here. I realized I struggle that much because I probably lack training. After all, I thought my mindless living should be treated as not only as a clever invention, but also a skill to develop. I decided to pursue a career in it, and shortly found my dream job. It was the number one on my shortlist. In fact, it got me enlisted. Yes, I joined the army. However, they fed me so well at the training camp that my silly mind decided to think again. So annoying, I'm telling you. There was no stopping it. A phone started to ring in my head from time to time, driving me crazy. I know that as soon as I pick it up, I'd hear the same phrase. Hey, I don't think you're supposed to be here. That's why, as soon as I could, I asked to be moved away from the grass-fed haven of a military base to a wild, stinky battlefield. Codename Hermes. That was my name, my new name. Have you ever heard of a soldier named Ermi? Oh, me neither. I've been the happiest man on planet Earth since my first deployment, but then it ended with a buzz. At least that's what I heard. The buzz of a bullet, before it got so dark and lonely around me. Darkness gave way to a white tube of light that sucked me in like a vacuum. What a strange place that was. Going all the way up to somewhere above the clouds, I could have sworn I saw familiar faces. Faces of people long gone from this world. They looked like they wanted to tell me something, but all I could hear was that annoying buzz. Or maybe it sounded more like a distorted phone call. Doesn't matter though. I don't think I'm supposed to be here. I spent enough time in this otherwise unremarkable room. Spare for a very weird nose on the whiteboard. To leave this room, you must tell me the answer. What does it mean? Who? Me? What's the question to begin with? The only semblance of a hint came from a few more words below, 4 in total. Love, hate, life, and death. Well, so what of it? All this makes no sense. Sophie. I know, dear. What is the question, I wonder? That's what my friend and I are trying to realize. A young woman appeared seemingly out of nowhere, dressed in an overly tight nurse uniform. She carries a syringe filled with a strange, bright liquid. Who are you? My name is Sophie. Nice to meet you. As for my friend, he doesn't talk much, so I'm afraid I can't introduce him to you properly. Your friend? Yes, right here in my hand. My precious friend who always knows the truth. Always, but today it seems. I thought back to my military training. The best way to deal with mentally unstable people is to take them seriously. I guess it's nice to have such a wise friend. Well, persistent, I should say. It takes my friend quite some time to kick in, but then there's no stopping him. Guaranteed to tell me everything I want. Oh no. She moves closer and I can't help but notice that the button on Sophie's blouse is about to be ripped off by her, well... Hey darling, care to have a taste? Who knows, maybe you're just pretending, not willing to tell me the answer. Hey, I really want to get out of this place. I don't think I'm supposed to be here. Stay away, she's clearly out of her mind. This room is getting more crowded now that a second girl, wrapped up in latex costume, serving presumably no other purpose rather than an aesthetic one, shows up in front of me. I'm much saner than you, Megan, right? At least I'm not making up ridiculous explanations for what's bound us all together here like you do. It's not ridiculous, it's true. I come from an era far more advanced than yours. I know things you can't even imagine. See? That's what I'm talking about. Megan thinks she's from the future. Still don't believe me? Fine. What's your last memory before you got here? I'm asking you as well, by the way. What's your name? Hermes. So Hermes, do you remember anything? There's a phone ringing. The sound becomes more and more loud. My head hurts. Someone should stop it. Pick up the phone, please. What did you say? Can you hear it? Hear what? That phone ringing over and over again. Geez, it really gets on my nerves. My, this room must be a hangout spot for weirdos, and I thought it couldn't be any worse than when our spaceship was invaded by those creatures. Please don't mention this word again, Megan. What are you talking about? Hang. Oh boy, you said. What a painful word. I was doing my daily routine, helping people to open up and talk. The guy we had back then, he just couldn't relax. He was so nervous. You won't get a single word out of me, he shouted, rolling his eyes like a madman. So silly of him. Then I heard the footsteps. Bam! They ran out of the door and barged in. Hey girl, nothing personal, but we don't like to see our friend suffer. That's a nice rope you tied him with, by the way. Why don't we really put it to use? Sophie shivers and stops talking. I think I realized that, although we came from different eras, we share one thing in common. Yes, we're all dead. Meow. Naomi knows what she's talking about. Oh god, what is this? A cute girl dressed in a maid outfit joins the conversation. Where was she hiding? Weird. By the way, she holds a plushie in one hand. What? Can't you see it? You can, can't you? You just don't want to admit it. Ease up. Death is the best answer, yeah? This little brat, she keeps spouting nonsense. Why, I'm only trying to play this game. Unlike you, I realize that these are all answers and death is the best one out of all of them. Ring ring. Death is certainly not an answer to anything, but you know, if it helps us get out of this place, I'm fine with it. I really do need to head home. No one likes the dead coming back, I'm afraid. I'm not dead. I agree with Naomi. Maybe death is the ultimate answer to everything. At the very least, it has the ultimate degree of certainty. What? Well, how do you know whether you are actually alive or not? What qualifies you as a person? Ridiculous. Don't be silly. My heartbeat, for instance. Then compare yourself to an animal. You compare yourself to an animal, rather. You're getting on my nerves. Hey, I'm just trying to say that, compared to the lives of some people, you're just occupying space. On the other hand, when you die, you're 100% dead. Everyone is equal 6 feet underground. No one could challenge this fact. Spoken like a true genius. I know, right? I'm an underappreciated asset. Where are you from again? The present time. Death is the answer simply because eternal life is much worse. Say what? I think I still have my magic power to show you. Kitty cat, make me happy, make them sad. Quite sure she's referring to that plushie. So what's going to happen now? Eternity. What do you mean? Time will go, but we won't follow. And she was right. This is getting a bit freaky. What day is it today? Friday, yeah? Geez, how would you know? Thanks for your trick, time lost its meaning. Therefore, it might as well always be Friday. It's been what? Days? Months? Years? Hey, Naomi, can you revert your spell? Teehee, if you all admit death is the answer, maybe I could. Okay, I admit it. No way I'm going to fall for this trick. You want to stay here forever? Fine, let's talk. Little by little the future will come. That's exactly where I'm from. Okay, let's talk about cats. So we did. Let's talk about food. Let's talk about fun. Let's talk about films. Let's talk about fiction. Let's talk about friends. Let's talk about freedom. Feelings. Fowls. Foxes. Forests. Fonts. Can't take it anymore. Fine, maybe death is the answer. Whatever. I too agreed with that, however nothing happened. What's next? What should we do? I think we should be more proactive, now that we all agree on our answer. See this purple liquid? It's the last resort liquid, so to speak. Let me help you out, friends. She moves so swiftly it doesn't even hurt. My vision starts to become blurry. The phone rings again, but this time I manage to answer it somehow. That guy on the other end of the line tells me that if I die, I'll stay in this room forever. Why haven't I thought about that before? I'm afraid it's too late now. Love. Love. What is love? Maybe don't know. Okay, I've actually let this run on a bit longer than I should have because of this sudden turn. There's clearly something going on here with Ermi's game, and, I definitely want to know more about it. I'll be posting again next week after this video. I've decided to measure myself so that I don't burn out, and I know as excited as I am now, if I don't pace myself, I will burn myself out really easily. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you're as interested in as I am in finding this out. Finding more out about what secrets this game holds, and I will talk to you guys next time. And bye-bye.